Standard 10, Chapter number 3, Chemical Reaction and Equation Notes. A physical changes makes process due to change in the parameters such as temperature, pressure. If the composition of matter changes during a process, then it is called a chemical change. The substances taking part in chemical reaction are called reactant. The substances formed as a result of a chemical reaction by formation of a new bonds are called a product. A chemical reaction represented by the writing a chemical equation. A representation of a chemical reaction in a condensed form using chemical formula is called a chemical equation. In a chemical equation, the reactants are written on the left hand side while the product on the right hand side. An arrow heading toward the product is drawn in between them. These arrows indicate the direction of the reaction. If the reactant or product are two or more, they are linked with a plus sign in between them. To make the chemical reaction equation more informative, the physical state of the reactant are indicated in the equation. Their gases, liquid, and solid states are indicated by writing the letter G, L, and S respectively. If the product is gaseous instead of J, it can be indicated by an arrow pointing upward. If the product forward is insoluble is solid in the form of precipitate, then instead of S, it can be indicated and pointing downward arrow. When reactant and product are in the form of solution in water, they are said to be present in aqueous solution. This state is indicated by putting the letters in bracket about their formula. When heat is to be given from outside to bring about a reaction, it is indicated by the sign written above the arrow that indicate of the reaction. Silver nitrate is used in the water ink. The number of atoms of the element in the reactor in the equation is same as the number of atoms of those elements in the product. Such as equation is called a balance equation. If the number of atoms of each element is not the same and on the two sides of the equation, it is called an unbalanced equation. Chemical reaction are classified into four parts: combination reaction, decomposition reaction, displacement reaction, double displacement reaction. Combination reaction: when two or more reactants combine a reaction to form a single product, it is called combination reaction. The chemical reaction in which two or more products are formed from a single reactant are called decomposition reaction. The reaction in which the place of the ion of a less reactive element in a compound is taken by another more reactive element by formation of its own ions is called displacement reaction. The reaction in which the ions in the reaction are exchanged to form a precipitate are called double displacement reaction. Heat is absorbed during some physical change and process or reaction. Accordingly, process and reaction are classified as endothermic and exothermic. The process in which heat is absorbed from the outside is called endothermic reaction. The process in which heat is given out are called exothermic process. Factors affecting the rate of chemical reaction given in the 5 steps: nature of the reactant, size of particle of reactant, concentration of reactant, temperature of the reaction, and catalyst. Aluminum is more reactive than zinc. Smaller the size of the reactant particle, higher in the rate of reaction. Concentrated acid reacts faster than dilute acid, which means that rate of reaction is proportional to the concentration of reactant. The rate of reaction increases on increasing the temperature. The substance in whose presence the rate of a chemical reaction changes without causing any chemical change to it is called catalyst. One or more chemical reaction takes place during every chemical change. Some chemical reaction occurs at fast speed, whereas some occur at slow speed. Strong acid and strong base react instantaneously. In our body, enzymes increase the rate of psychological reaction, physiological reaction. Vegetable cook quickly on oil rather than on water. The chemical reaction are profitable in the chemical factor if the rate is fast. The rate of chemical reaction is important from environmental points of view as well. The ozone layer in the Earth atmosphere protects the life on the Earth from the ultraviolet radiation from the sun. The process of depletion or maintenance of the layer depends upon the rate of production or destruction of ozone molecule. The chemical reaction in which a reactant combines with oxygen and loses hydrogen to form a product is called oxidation reaction. Oxidation means losing one or more electrons. The reductant is oxidized by the oxidant and the oxidant is reduced by the reductant. This is formed redox reaction. Redox reaction means reduction plus oxidation is equal to redox reaction. When the positive charge on an atom or an ion increasing or the negative charge on them decrease, it is called oxidation. When the positive charge decreases on the or the negative charge increase, it is called reductance. The rust is formed by electrochemical reaction. Due to various components of atmosphere, oxidation of metal takes place consequently, resulting in their damage. It is called corrosion. When we use old leftover cooking oil for making foodstuff, it is found to have foul odor called rancidity. इयत्ता 10वी धडा 3 सायन्स 1 केमिकल रिॲक्शन अँड इक्वेशन या धड्याचे 50 पॉईंटचे नोट्स आहेत. नोट्स आवडल्यास लाईक शेअर आणि सबस्क्राईब जरूर करा. धन्यवाद.